It's week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Houston Texans taking on the New York Jets.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the Houston Texans. With my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we have arrived at another new season. I had a little more pep in my step this morning. I know you do. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by their quarterback standing at 6'2" from Eastern Illinois. It's Jimmy Garoppolo.
When Jimmy Garoppolo came out of Eastern Illinois, many people saw a strong-armed guy, well-schooled in the passing game, who needed a little bit of time to develop and reach his potential. Starting to go in that direction right now. A former linebacker in high school. He plays the game with a lot of toughness.
A first carry now. This is Williams. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
2nd and 10. At the 24-yard line.
On play action. It's Garoppolo. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Got a man, it's Berrios, complete.
Garoppolo's pass.
Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be a third and about 13.
And it's third down.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Got a man over the middle, it's Williams. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll get 11, but still a little short. Fourth down.
Obviously, they didn't get everything they wanted on that completion, but they put themselves in a spot where you've got to at least think about going for it. I know where we are on the field, but still, you've got to think about it, don't you?
Now the Jets send on Braden Mann to punt. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. So here come the Texans now for their first drive. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center.
And this could be a whole lot of fun because if his game plan goes into effect early, we're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for anything underneath.
Well, that was the theme, the front page of the sports section. What did the columnist write? Possible air raid. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? Who gave away the game plan? I think it's pretty obvious, though. That'll help them win.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins.
The pass.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jordan Jenkins. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. He's going to fire one deep over, and that's caught inside the 30. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Tackle made at the 21-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now back to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
So often you hear that pep talks don't really work in the heat of the battle. But collectively, this defense has to say to each other, we've been on our heels this whole first drive. This is where we need to dig in. And they got a nice stop right there for a loss on 1st and goal.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Taking it in for 2 yards out. And the Texans have taken the early lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down and score points.
You know what that tells me? They saw their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
22 yards line.
Back on the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Williams. And now a stoppage for an injured player, and that is Damian Williams, who's still down. Boy, not what you want to see in Q1 of the new year. We'll be back.
Here we go. Baby! Come on! 41 right, 41 right, right here, 41 right.
From the 25 on second down, Garoppolo gets this one to Juszczyk.
Garoppolo's pass.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. But he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something, because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
The quarterback taken down and sacked.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this third down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. And to give this time to the tailback. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he'll be taken down at the 26. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Incomplete. It's now 3rd down and 9.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Already, he's top 50 receiving yards in this first quarter. And he's got a 1st down.
That's a play that'll likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
He's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. They'll look to throw again. This will be caught at about the 6. And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
At the 3-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Texans push further out in front.
Is good.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
And the Jets set to take the field. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a 1st down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a 1st down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. He's 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
4 yards on the pickup.
They run the option on 2nd down.
Damian Williams on the carry.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Short throw underneath to Hurst. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Damian Williams.
And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line.
On the tackle.
The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 38, Garoppolo. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
Someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
It's been such an impressive first half to get that lead. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he'll complete this one to Barrios. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Here's Braden Mann now as he's on to punt for New York. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return.
At their own.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And he's found the end zone twice, and now I'm guessing he's thinking, hey, let's find it 3 times.
And you got to figure from the defensive perspective, how's he gotten there twice? What are we going to do to keep him out for a 3rd time? How do we tighten things down? Because he and his offensive mates, they are really in sync right now.
Man open, that's Kiki QT complete.
the pass.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it near the 40 to the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And he'll give it here to his running back. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
That's up.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did. I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
It's a first down on a gain of 10.
21-yard line.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Tackle made at the 16-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Steps away. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be out of bounds. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. They'll try to run this one in. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And this time he is in.
Yes.
A great effort there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Texans will extend their lead.
Good.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now 21-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The offense for the Jets ready to take over. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll look to throw. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Tarvarius Moore in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. From 10 yards out. And the Texans will add on to their lead. There you go, Charles. His first touchdown pass of the new season.
And he had a strong rookie year. So much more expected of him this one, as you might imagine. He threw that one with confidence and assuredness.
And I noticed that the celebration a little bit more subdued than his first touchdown pass last year as a rookie.
Yeah, he certainly is acting like he's done it before.
It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he returns this to the 22.
Jets take over 1st and 10. At their own 22-yard line.
Here comes Jimmy Garoppolo now to lead his offense back out there. In second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates. Find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Or this, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse.
2nd and 10. At the
back to the air on 2nd. It's Garoppolo. He'll drop this down to Williams.
Garoppolo.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And that's caught by Smith. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. He'll air this one out for Mims. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well inside the 25. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And this one grabbed by Darren Fells. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. They'll throw now on the final play. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll get started up at Lucas Oil Stadium in the capital city of Indianapolis. And it's the Cardinals who are out in front in that one. The Cardinals looking to get off to a hot start, and a road win would help them do just that. From there, we head up to the Motor City to check in on the Lions at home at Ford Field. And for the moment, they find themselves trailing the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. The Bengals looking to get their season off on the right foot. They've got the lead on the road. Lastly, let's get to Pittsburgh. Check on the Steelers at home at Heinz Field. And they trail the visiting Bills in that ball game at halftime. Josh Allen has thrown 2 touchdown passes. Meanwhile, our game has been a boat race. Very one-sided to this point. And for the call of the second half, let's get it back to our commentating team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Houston set to take over. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
2nd down and inches.
34-yard line.
Open man, the tight end falls. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Gonna give this time to the tailback. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 40.
They'll look to throw here. He's got his tight end. It's Fells.
That's good for
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Houston.
touchdown.
A big play there. 48 yards. And this offense continues to pour it on. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Now he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. 5 plays there on that drive. And a pretty good run there in the end to top it off. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. To the right side and complete to Hurst.
Garoppolo's pass.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
To throw is Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
That'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45.
at their own 39-yard.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets. Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And he'll give it here to his running back. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Another carry for the
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. I'm on.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
Switch.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And my goodness, this is incomplete.
Intended for Brandon Cooks.
And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
Oh, that's a second sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Another try after the 1st down sack. Garoppolo. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4th.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He has been a touchdown machine. It has been enjoyable to watch.
And the scoreboard continues to light up as a result of his efforts. He's been a blast, though. Every time you look up, you just figure if he's got the ball in his hands, he's going to end up in the end zone. It's been that kind of a game for him.
Absolutely. Now you just keep waiting for more. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a jet shaking up on the play. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
32-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The Jets ready to get going again here on offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
7 brings up 2nd and 3 at the 28.
On 2nd down, Williams. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a jet shaking up on the play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
Well, the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. So, Charles, there are the numbers. What's happened here? Defensive adjustments that's caused him to sort of fall off a bit?
I think so. That has to happen. You've got to make some changes because in the first half, they were pretty effective. But the second part is sometimes when you're doing really well, you get off your game a little bit. You get off the gas a little. You're like, okay, we've got this thing. And that's not necessarily the case. Maybe right now, someone just needs to tell a joke in the huddle, loosen things up, and get their big guy going again.
Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
And that is too far out in front. He couldn't haul it in. Incomplete.
Now 4th down.
Here's Brian Anger now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now out come the Jets. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one. It might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener.
Here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
They run it again with Williams. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. A gain of 10 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And it was a stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled.
On the carry.
They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
A 5-yard gain on the play. 1st down, Jets.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. Like 80. Right here. Quad. Eyes on 10.
Garoppolo on 1st down. Smith catches left side. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Houston, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.